Three, two, one.
If you've been following tech trends, you've probably heard whispers about the Metaverse, a digital universe where virtual, augmented, and physical realities converge. But what does this mean for human resources? Today, we're diving into how HR departments are entering this virtual realm to redefine recruitment, training, and even team building experiences. And no, this isn't just some far off sci fi dream, it's already happening. Welcome back, ninjas, to another episode of The Office Ninja. I'm your host, and today we're stepping into the world where technology and human resources meet the virtual frontier, the Metaverse. Let's start with recruitment. In the past, companies relied on job fairs, phone screenings, and in-person interviews. But the Metaverse flips the script. Imagine interviewing a candidate in a fully immersive 3D virtual office. Companies like SK Telecom and Samsung are already doing this, hosting virtual job fairs on platforms like Ifland. This lets recruiters and candidates interact in a simulated environment, making the process more engaging and even fun. Not only can candidates experience a day in the life of a company through virtual tours and office simulations, but they can also meet their future co-workers via avatars, of course. It's an excellent way for organizations to highlight their work culture and attract tech-savvy talents. Next up is training and development. One of the biggest advantages of using Metaverse in HR is the potential for immersive learning experiences. Companies like Bank of America have embraced VR training to allow their employees to practice complex, real-world scenarios in a risk-free environment. Let's think about it for a moment. You're a new hire at a financial institution. Instead of a dull PowerPoint presentation, you're transported into a virtual space where you can interact with the customer, navigate tricky situations, and receive immediate feedback. It's more than just hands-on learning. It's immersive. And this isn't limited to just one industry. Businesses from tech to retail can simulate scenarios to develop better skills in customer service, problem solving, and much, much more. But it's not just about learning. It's also about team bonding. Now, remote work has become the norm, but staying connected while working miles apart is still a challenge. That's where the Metaverse shines. It's giving organizations the chance to host virtual team building events where employees can meet, collaborate, and engage in activities that foster trust and cooperation. Think virtual escape rooms or avatar-based problem-solving challenges. These kinds of activities can break down geographical barriers and bring teams closer in ways traditional Zoom meetings just cannot. Hyundai, for instance, has used the Metaverse to engage new hires through interactive experiences and virtual tours. It's more than just seeing the office. It's about feeling part of the company from day one, even if your first day is spent in a virtual conference room. Of course, not everything about the Metaverse is smooth sailing. HR professionals have their work cut out when it comes to addressing concerns around data security and accessibility. Protecting employee data in virtual spaces is essential. What happens if someone's avatar behaves inappropriately? How do companies safeguard against harassment in these digital spaces? These are questions that need clear policies and robust security measures. Then there's also a question of accessibility. The Metaverse must be designed with inclusivity in mind, ensuring that employees of all physical abilities can participate fully. The goal is to create an environment where everyone feels comfortable and engaged, but that requires thoughtful design and infrastructure investments. Now, before we wrap up, I want to highlight this. While the Metaverse presents incredible opportunities, HR professionals need to tread carefully. The cost of technology, whether it's VR headsets or upgraded internet connections, isn't trivial. We're talking about potentially thousands, if not millions, of investments per employee. But as we've seen, With early adopters like Bank of America and Hyundai, the long-term benefits like increased employee engagement and retention could far outweigh these initial investments. So, is HR ready for the metaverse? The answer is not entirely, but we're getting there. HR in the metaverse isn't about replacing the human touch. It's about enhancing it, bringing employees closer, even in a virtual world. So that's it for today's episode of The Office Ninja. If you enjoyed this dive into the HR metaverse, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your fellow Office Ninjas. And hey, who knows, maybe your next job interview will take place in the metaverse. Until next time, stay sharp, stay healthy, and please, 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 always be reminded to prioritize your inner peace. Thank you.